We now continue with Smurf.
All funky colors. Shapes that swing.
It's impossible.
This is the Eclectic Discussion Podcast.
It's another episode where did all my treasure go? Ratchet bitches, ratchet hoes, fuck them good, then let them go.
This is the EDP.
One lonely evening alone home, end up with carpal tunnel syndrome. Here I am, known for giving heavy backaches, grown and living off a little Debbie snack cakes. Supposed to be checking emails, all I got is messages from ass-naked females. I don't know no Jenny, she said it's free and I won't owe her a penny. And that's the last time I saw her, but thousands of more horrors on online Gomorrah. Inside them, they got them with their curls out and they got a better sales pitch than the girls.
What's up, everybody? EDP, Eclectic Discussion Podcast. I'm your host, Eclectic. You know that by now. You know we're doing the draft. And you should know that 12 Kyle from the 12 Kyle Podcast is on the show with me. It's been a while.
Been a long time. Shouldn't have left you.
Yeah.
But we're back.
Yeah, we're back. And we're doing a draft. Before we do a draft, how's things? Are things fine? Anything you want to tell the people or tell me? It doesn't. I mean, you know how the draft is going to go, but I'm trying to be a host here.
Well, hey, I appreciate it, man. First of all, it's been a minute. I can't even remember the last time we've done this, but good to be back. Glad we're back in the lab, knocking these out again. Not much as you know what? I have a new baby. Not literally, not figuratively, but I have a new podcast. It's called the Rap Soul Podcast. And it's a podcast where we talk about everything, discussions, artists from the 80s, 90s, and the 2000s. It is the best music podcast that people have never heard, so check it out.
Why do you have a new podcast?
You know what, man? I have obviously the 12 Kyle podcast, but what happened was that when I sat down and started thinking about what I wanted to talk about as far as podcast was concerned, as far as topics, I kept coming up with all these music ideas and concepts that I wanted to put on the podcast. And I really just didn't have enough room and volume on the 12 Kyle podcast, even though I was dropping and still do drop 2 episodes a week on the 12 Kyle podcast. I just decided to create a new venture in the Rap Soul podcast where I could just have a home just for the music. So right now it's just 1 episode a week every Monday at midnight, but who knows? I may expand a little bit. I got a lot of stuff that I want to talk about. And obviously, if you follow the 12 Kyle podcast, you know that I've had people like you and my other friends, other podcasters on the podcast. So I'll be slowly but surely bringing more people on to talk about music because we got a lot of stuff to talk about, man. It's a whole bunch of stuff that we haven't covered. So looking forward to it.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you follow me, I guess it's similar to why I have the Encyclopedia Hip Hop podcast. And I stick with R&B and stuff on this show, but please, I want everyone here to go and subscribe and listen to the Rap Soul podcast. You said, and I want you guys to listen. I want you guys to be big fans of it. I want you to also realize I'm not on it. He has the show. I haven't been on it. I haven't smelled it. I haven't seen the logo. I haven't nothing to do with it. So right now you can imagine how the quality is. But once I'm on there,
once you're on it, right?
then you know what it is. But that's neither here nor there. We're here to draft. We're here to do some stuff. What are we drafting today?
Today we're drafting cookies. Simply put, just cookies. Any type of edible cookie, any type of brand, or this guy. Any type of cookie. We're talking about cookies. That's what we're drafting today. Cookies. Not the pink ones in a plastic bag getting crushed by buildings, but cookies.
So this is just cookies, cookie types, cookie brands, just cookies, cookies. Okay, that sounds good. Well, if you guys are new to the draft, it's 5 rounds back to back. Who's going first? Who is the number one pick?
You know what? I don't necessarily know because it's been so long since we drafted, so I don't know who has the first pick. So I'll give it to you.
Fair enough. Then then we'll have it. I'll take the first pick, and I'm not going to waste any time. So I'm gonna assume that this counts. With the first pick of the cookie draft on the EDP, I take chocolate chip cookies. Does that count?
Yeah. That's a good pick. I mean, I would be surprised if you had not picked it. Good pick. Not mad at the pick at all. Let me be honest. I don't eat chocolate chip cookies. I hate chocolate chip. I may be one of the few people. Shut it up. Hush, I say. I may be one of the few people who don't eat a lot of chocolate. Chocolate's not my favorite. So chocolate cake, chocolate pudding, chocolate chip cookies, I don't like it. So I purposely gave you the number one pick so you could get that off the board. I wasn't going to draft it.
Okay, well then we have it.
Let's see here. With the first pick, I gotta go with what I like. And my favorite cookie of all time. And they never get old. I always enjoy eating them. Is the oatmeal raisin cookies. For the first pick in the EDP draft cookies, I'm taking oatmeal raisin cookies.
Okay. I don't hate the oatmeal raisin. I like a nice oatmeal raisin. You know, a lot of people like a oatmeal raisin chocolate chip cookie. Yeah, but oatmeal raisin's pretty solid.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, How do we attack? Well, since you're, okay. Let's 5 rounds, huh?
5 rounds.
Okay.
You're a big sweets guy, right? You like sweets, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So then we're just gonna play some strategy here, then I guess.
Okay.
And then with my next pick, we're gonna go Snickerdoodle. We'll do a Snickerdoodle. Those of you playing at home, it's a nice sugar cookie with some cinnamon on top, a little sprinkle. It's a very, very delicious cookie. Very good when it's fresh, warm, soft out the oven.
Snickerdoodles are pretty good. I will say. Very popular. Very popular with the kids, the young folk. So yeah, that was a very solid pick. There's a couple of different ways we can go here.
Yeah.
But with the second pick, I gotta go with my favorite, and that's white macadamia nuts.
See, now I was going to take that, but I just assumed since it was white chocolate, you wouldn't take it.
No, well, I love white macadamia nuts.
But it's white chocolate macadamia nut.
But see, here's the thing. Because I don't eat chocolate, I only get white macadamia nuts.
Okay, so we're just going to say this is a macadamia nut cookie.
Yeah, okay, we can say that.
All right. So now you've officially lost. All right, this is great. This is wonderful.
So macadamia, yeah, that's going to be my number 2 pick.
Yeah, because the white is white chocolate. Then you have the macadamia nut.
Okay.
Oh, all right. So, ladies and gentlemen, the streak continues.
No, it doesn't.
Well, this makes things a lot easier for me. All right. Third pick, I'm going to go with a nice homemade soft peanut butter cookie. And you know when you have the really good peanut butter cookie, when it has a little the tic-tac-toe signs at the top of it, that's when you have the real peanut butter cookie. And so that's what we're going to do there. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I think this next cookie, at least for me, I'm not someone who's big on sweets, but this is something that I constantly get when I go to the little cookie shop not too far from the crib. So for the third pick in the cookie draft on the EDP, I'm taking red velvet cookies.
Which is also chocolate. What is happening, everybody?
It's not even though it's a cousin of chocolate.
No, it's literally chocolate.
It's not. It's red velvet.
Kids.
He's a kid.
Kids at home. Red velvet is chocolate with red dye.
But it's red velvet. Because again, you're talking about someone who doesn't eat chocolate.
Do you eat chocolate if you're eating red velvet? I hate to break it to you. All right,
the great words of the Temptations, in my mind.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's red velvet.
However you want to. Listen, I understand. But I don't want to mislead the audience.
I mean, I think your audience is pretty smart. They know what red velvet is.
It's chocolate.
It's red velvet.
You know what a red velvet cake is?
Yeah, I love red velvet cake.
It's chocolate cake.
Not really.
With red dye.
I'll eat a red velvet cake. I don't eat chocolate cake.
If you eat the red velvet cake, I got news for you. Put it like this.
Maybe.
I'll put it like this. It is impossible to make a red velvet cake without making a chocolate cake.
Perhaps.
So, all right. Anyway, listen. That's neither here nor there. I'm just happy to. So you know what? That changes my next pick.
Okay.
Because I. Ladies and gentlemen, I after he made his incredible statement that he doesn't like chocolate and then consistently pick chocolate cookies, I thought that I could just relax. But I'm gonna take my next pick just in case he thinks that it's not chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
So with my fourth pick, I am going to take Who's That Kid with the Oreo cookie. Give me the Oreo.
Good pick. I had that.
And he could have took the golden Oreo because that's not chocolate, but the traditional Oreo, I get all the Oreos. So give me Oreo.
So which do you prefer? Do you prefer? And I'm not talking about your vote, but which would do you prefer the golden Oreos or the standard or like these other colors and stuff?
My go-to has always been a standard double stuff. But outside of that, golden is the best ones.
Yeah.
The lemon cream, the peanut butter cream. Then they had the special ones like the gingerbread or sweet potato. So I'm rolling.
Okay. Yeah, I'm the same way. The golden are the ones, the lemon, those are the ones, man. I when I purchase them, I have to get like at least three when I first bring the cookies home, because after that, my family literally devours them. Like I never get a chance. There's no seconds in my house. So every time I buy them, they never last no more than 2 or 3 days. So I feel you. That's why I asked. But the traditional Oreos tend to stick around a little bit longer.
Yeah. You can eat more of the golden. Also, a personal preference. You guys didn't ask. You might not care, but I store my Oreos in the refrigerator. Cold Oreos are incredible.
Really?
Yes. Cold Oreos are incredible.
The whole time?
Whole time. As soon as I come from the store, they go in the refrigerator. And then you open it up, you just grab a couple out the refrigerator. Oh, it's a time. I say give it a shot.
You just gave me an idea.
Give it a shot.
You just gave me an idea. I never thought about it like that.
They taste so good.
I'm going to try it.
Yeah.
I'm going to try it. I'm rolling. I'm going to try that. Okay, where are we at? This is four. Okay, so for my fourth pick in the cookies draft, I'm going to go with a regular sugar cookie. Sugar cookies, I think, are the standard, particularly for in our generation when we were really, really young. A lot of times when you got cookies, that's all you got. It was just a basic ass sugar cookie. So it was something that I ate constantly growing up. I don't eat them as much now. But yeah, for the fourth pick, I'm rolling with the sugar cookie.
Listen, if Snickerdoodles didn't exist, I probably would be going with a nice sugar cookie. I can't hate. I like when the sugar cookies are buttery. Sometimes when they're really good. I only have one pick left, and there's two cookies that I would like to have, but. And the way that I'm going to decide which one, because you're not going to pick either one because they're heavy on the chocolate. So the way that I'm going to pick is I'm going to pick the one that I eat the most.
Okay.
And the one that I eat the most for my fifth and final pick is the Keebler Fudge Stripe Cookie. The fudge stripe cookie is delicious. Also, keep that one cold as well.
Wow. I can honestly say I had that probably when I was 7. Didn't like it at all. Didn't like it at all. Yeah. I mean, but you know what? What brought me to that cookie was the commercials, right?
Yeah.
So
they're in the tree, they're drizzling the chocolate all over the place, and they're so good.
And listen, we saw that commercial every Saturday morning while watching cartoons. So you're gonna tell your mom, hey, can you get me some of those cookies? And she got them, and I was like, this ain't it. But my brother ate them, but I just couldn't. That's a good pick. Let's see. We got 5. Okay, so for my last and fifth and final pick, I'm gonna keep it simple. It's not a cookie that I've eaten a lot, especially here recently, but I will go with the ever popular gingerbread cookie. Very, very popular. In fact, this past Christmas, I had my nieces and my nephew over, and they baked a bunch of gingerbread cookies and left them out for Santa, whoever Santa is. But at least they thought he was coming. So they baked the cookies and they ate half of them and the rest I threw away. But gingerbread cookies are pretty popular and for the most part, they're pretty good. So another childhood staple, fifth and final pick, the gingerbread cookie.
The thing that I'll say about the gingerbread cookie is 2 things. One, they smell better than they taste.
They smell awesome.
Yeah, they smell great. If your house is smelling like gingerbread, you have a nice house for yourself. And 2, the Oreo version is way better than the regular version. My opinion. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the Eclectic Discussion Podcast Cookie Fantasy Draft. Let's recap. My co-host, my competition, my podcast op, he has oatmeal raisin, macadamia nut cookies, red velvet, non-chocolate red velvet cookies.
Hey, this is red velvet, baby.
A sugar cookie. He's a sugar cookie getter. And a gingerbread cookie. Your host, your winner, your guy, the reason why you're here on the podcast, chocolate chip cookie, the Snickerdoodle, the peanut butter cookie, the Oreo, and the fudge stripe. Now, listen, I don't know how we might do a poll. You know, you guys don't really X it up like you used to or like you should.
Right.
But we'll put something up, and you can let us know who did the best, and we'll take it from there. Before we get out of here, is there anything you'd like to tell the people?
Yeah, vote for me, man. I mean,
wow.
it's let me just keep it short and simple. Just vote for me because, you know, it's been a while, so we're gonna have to, you know, get the people back to voting and making your ballot count. There won't be any Russian interference. So we just need people to get out there and cast the ballot, man. Keep it simple.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna say vote for me. I'm just gonna say vote for who has the best 5.
That would be I.
Which is, you know, saying it without saying it. So everybody, I appreciate you guys listening. The duo is back. We're back in business. If the podcast had a cover, it'd be a fist bump. We're back. So look forward to more drafts and more hijinks and memories and things of that nature. If you want us to talk about something or if you want us to draft something, please put it in a comment somewhere, send it to one of us directly, or just think about it really hard. We'll figure it out. So in the meantime, in between time, appreciation.
With your wrinkled pussy, I can't be your lover.